Returning to the city I once lived in and loved felt like a warm hug through the arms of my friends. Suddenly, I had people to share stories and laughter with. While it comforted me in the moment, it echoed in my heart as a loud reminder of everything I once had in abundance, now lost to me. Moving back wasn't an option. I knew I had to move forward, to achieve, to try, to make mistakes. Quitting a half discovered life in a new place didn't seem like the right choice. It couldn't be. So, after a few dinners shared, photos snapped, and memories rekindled, I went back to my new home, where no one was waiting and nobody was caring. My room stood silently, eyeing me suspiciously. No, I hadn't changed. I hadn't suddenly achieved enlightenment or happiness just from a brief break in my solitude. Because one thing about loneliness is that it carries the traits of a chronic disease. You feel better at times. The symptoms subside when you're among people who know and love you. You almost forget the pain was ever there. But then the next day arrives. You lock the door, sit on a sofa, look out at the pine tree, and hear the same sound of nothingness in your life. I didn't know how to cough it out of my system, or how to find my way back to people. Staying in the room I was renting was the easiest solution, yet it gradually brought only more anguish. So I tried to create a new routine, going out most days to a coffee shop to write among people. It felt good boarding the bus in the morning with other commuters and traveling to the city center, having a purpose. I walked to a chocolatier for my favorite hot chocolate, typing on my laptop to the sound of teaspoons clinking in coffee cups. I looked around when I needed a reminder that I was not alone, and I delved into my stories when the cup was full and the words could spill. It helped me keep balance, to not lean too far over the cliff, to stay afloat, right up until it was time to catch the bus back. And then the darkness thickened once again. Writing in cafes lifted the weight from my heart, but the effect never lasted long. A compliment from that man, the waitress's voice rang out as she placed a cappuccino in front of the girl working on her laptop 2 tables away. I looked at her and smiled. She was pretty. Her eyes sparkled. She was everything I wasn't. And then a burning, heavy smoke filled my chest. Not from envy, nor from an ability to be happy for others, but because this small gesture between two strangers exposed my own misery. It seemed to confirm a deep, carefully ignored belief that I was invisible to everyone. People always passed me by, like a river flowing unobstructed. Sometimes, walking in a crowd, I felt like a ghost that people see through without recognizing its presence. At times, I would smile at a dog and reach out to pet it. A small gesture, the last thread of real touch I still clung to, but the animal would turn away, tail wagging, eyes fixed elsewhere. Maybe it was true, and I was invisible indeed. Days, weeks, months passed, and I didn't know if my existence meant anything at all. Nothing, I thought, would change in this world if I simply vanished. My voice went rusty from disuse. My hands forgot the feeling of another person's skin. Thinking back on that period of my life, one specific memory always comes to mind and makes me smile. It was as insignificant as it was impactful. Once, while walking from the bus stop to the coffee shop, a young woman approached me, dragging a large suitcase. Her face showed anxiety and fear. She asked for help. For a moment, I was startled, shocked, struggling to process the fact that another human being was speaking to me, that she needed me. Even more so, perhaps I wasn't a ghost after all. After a few seconds of confusion, I came to my senses, pulled out my phone, and told her exactly in which direction her hostel was. More than that, I shyly offered to walk her there, and luckily for me, she agreed. I grabbed her suitcase and walked ahead, inviting her to follow. We shared a little chat, a little smile. For just a few minutes, I felt like I belonged again. This woman from Turkey thought she had found a kind soul to help her, unaware that on that day she helped me more than she would ever know. To be continued.